We're going to do an MTB unboxing super quick for you here tonight.
Yeah, let's bust into that.
It is the only live podcast that does an MTB unboxing. This one, Brian, I'm super impressed with it. I got to be honest with you. I opened it up, and I'm like, I see 3 or 4 things that I could talk about. Man, I don't even know which one to grab. I'm just going to grab this first one here real quick.
I saw so much.
This one's loaded, Pete.
Box. Well, Mystery Tackle Box at ICAST. You know, the Catchco company. They had a bunch of entries in ICAST this year.
Wow, that's awesome. Good for them. This one right here, the one that I pulled, first one that I pulled out here is by a company called Lift It Jigs.
Oh.
And the thing I like about this is a really cool niche here, Pete. You ready for this? This is a slim finesse swim jig, which I like a lot. Brian Carpenter, you want to see that? So it's a swim jig, but everything's scaled down. And I like this because it's like my mini flip is a scaled down flipping jig. We have a micro jig, which is a little tiny one. This is in that same category. And I see the inline line tie, which I think would be great through weeds. Looks like it has a great little keeper on there for a trailer, some kind of plastic trailer you put on it. And the head is streamlined, which I like in a swim jig. So that's a really cool bait there. I'm going to pass the box over to Riz. This one's loaded, though. I saw a lot of cool stuff in this one. Pete, what do you got? You got anything good in yours over there?
Man, Jake cleared my Mystery Tackle Box out of my office.
Jake!
I don't have one that I can get in the next 30 seconds.
I like it. That's okay. All right, we're going to have Riz pick one out here, and then we'll hand it over to Brian and see if he picks them out. Dude, that's a nice jig, Brains. You see that?
Yeah, the head design's very intriguing.
Little thin.
Yeah.
Thin but streamlined. You know, I think it'll come through the water really, really good.
I'd love to see a slightly longer hook on it, but
it's a Bill Lowen style jig.
Yeah, little finesse Ohio River shit going down right there. Mm-hmm. Riz, what do you got? What'd you pick out of that little barrel there?
So I cheated. I actually took 2 things because I didn't want Brian the Carpenter to get either one of them.
Stolen.
The first one I got, I'm going chalk. I'm going with the frog. It's a Guggen Baits frog. I'm gonna bust it out of here. See what it's looking like.
I like what it says on the top of the frog, which is really key to getting a strike.
It is. It says "Eat me" on the top of the frog, and that's crucial. Because that radiated energy from writing on the top goes down, and the fish feel that. So that's what makes them bite. But anyway, the other thing that I pulled out of here is a Catchco bait, and it's called a tickle tail.
Oh,
and this looks
what do you mean by that?
A lot like what do you mean by tickle tail there? Yo, Miss Lewis.
French tickler tail.
Hey, Miss Lewis.
So this bait looks a lot like something else that our very own.
Yeah, what did you steal from me?
Our very own Brian the Carpenter has been throwing. It looks like a scaled down version
of an unnamed bait. Of an unnamed bait.
Of a yeehaw.
Ooh, it kind of does.
Of a yeehaw Shimoni crack. And I would put this on a little flipping.
Oh, gee.
Agee. But
man.
It's got that same tail. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. That tail is
I bet you could see it if you threw it over here.
It didn't go anywhere, though. That's interesting, though.
Yep.
Does it have the ribs on it? The big ribs on it?
It's got, dude.
Like the Gigi?
Mike, here, it looks a lot like the deal.
It does. Has some similar characteristics.
But yeah, so I went with that in the frog. I went with something I can cover the top of the water column with and the bottom. If you've watched the Mike Iaconelli Fishing the Moment seminar over on Bash University TV, you would know that you always want to have a bait prepared to fish all 3 sections of the water column, top, middle, and bottom. And I think with these 2 baits, I would be able to effectively do all that. So
it's not a bad looking bait.
It's interesting.
Like yeah, it is interesting.
Very nice.
It is interesting.
This frog feels good too.
Cool. Well, there you have it, man. Testament to MTB. Once again, putting baits in your hands that you might not normally see.
Did you see this thing, Mike?
Check out. What do you got there?
It's Rockerhead.
I did. That was the other one that interests me.
What the hell is that?
It's like an underwater chatterbait.
Fuzzy.
Little.
You know anything about that, Peter?
No. What I can't see.
It's a jig head that's got a really broad, flat spot on it, almost chatterbait-esque.
Oh, look
But
at
it's
that.
got an offset on it, so you can rig any kind of plastic on it. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Once again, it's the strength of an MTB box, putting stuff in your hands that you might not normally ever see.
That's right.
Yep.
And to finish out the box real quick, we got some Lake Fork stick baits as per scene. Some Gambler Mega Daddies, which is a giant crawl, big crawl from Gambler Lures, and a Miss Lewis crankbait. Yo, Miss Lewis. Little crankbait by Bill Lewis.
Shout out to Miss Lewis for putting us on the fish this morning at a lake to be unnamed.
Yeah.
Fishing a chatterbait in 20 feet of
Undisclosed
water.
location.
Undisclosed.
There you are. Here we are. There we are. Here we are.
Here we go.